That is good banter.
In your court, Sargy boy. Kick her off, mate.
Testing 1, 2. Hello and welcome to episode 52, 52 of the Good Banter podcast. And holy shitballs, we have
here again, Tommy.
one hell of an episode. I don't know how we're going to squeeze it all in.
It's going to be big.
For full transparency, it's Sunday night. We're going a bit early. We're going a bit early because you're we've got a busy week ahead. All of us do.
Yeah.
Your
your busy day at work tomorrow, which is the Monday. Then you're heading to Geelong. You're going away.
Going down to Detroit to catch up with for Australia Day and the Tuesday, taking the Tuesday off to catch up with the fam. So
nice, mate.
It'll be good. Weather has been absolutely magnificent. Melbourne is back. COVID. What is COVID? It is a thing of the past. It is yesterday's. What do they say? Yesterday's
news.
No, I think it's something a bit cleverer than that.
Else,
but yesterday's news. But today's news, I took the family for the first time, and I want to get the pronunciation wrong. Took them to Gumbuya World.
Well, it used to be called Gumbuya Park, didn't it? And
it did.
Does it still have the lyrebird? Out the front?
It's got the big lyrebird out the front. It's had some renos.
What suburb actually is it? What town?
I wouldn't say it's a suburb. I wouldn't say it's
nowhere.
Shitter's Ditch. No idea. But it's from it's now from my house. So and look, I don't want to talk. We had a great day.
I can see you beaming.
Just quietly, $400 down the fucking drain,
Jesus.
mind you.
What's entry?
Well, entry was $55 per person.
$55 per what? Gee, all three kids had to pay.
All three kids had to pay, and every time you go to a ride, mind you, my kids were too shit scared to go on them. But every time if they did go on them, they'd be too small anyway. So we're paying $55 basically to splash around in a pool, which would get waves every 15 minutes.
Wave pool,
yeah.
And they're not really waves though, are they? Like, there was one in Darwin at the waterfront.
No,
there used to be one at Wet and Wild.
It's just annoying.
It's just
choppy.
It's chop. It's just chop. It's like
they don't break.
35 fat people have just jumped in all at once and it just goes bang. But you can't even really catch there's not enough power in the waves.
No,
I was up and down. I was pushing my little niece on the bodyboard and she weighs 2 kilos and she couldn't.
No,
didn't have enough power to drag her anyway.
But, the kids aren't as picky as you though, and they had a great time. But that wave pool, it was like fucking bogan soup in there. That you could not have crammed more fucking bogans in. Or Gumbuya World in general was.
Well, it's at that area as well. You're
sort
of heading down Gippsland way.
So you're getting them from both directions.
Yeah.
You're getting your warrigals, you're getting your sails, you're getting
your mowies.
And then you're also getting your narry warrens, your cranburns.
Bogan Central.
So it was a fucking bogan fest. And look, I wrote a few things down because I had a bit of thinking time, a few things I took out of the day. Is that all right?
Yeah, mate, go for it.
So, and I'll try and fly through these because we've got a hell of a lot on. But a couple of things. I couldn't believe how many bogans was there. It was unbelievable. It was
gathered that, mate.
It was
so mullets,
tats, which
like
I'll get
tats.
to. Yeah, it was a rough old crowd, but good crowd. Everyone was having fun.
Crowd.
It was I didn't see it, but I think there was nearly a punch on in the wave pool at one point, and they had to they cancelled that half hour's waves,
ripple.
Which was which was all the little. All the little lifeguards sort of circled around. They're all about fucking 13, so I don't know what they were going to do.
Nah.
But anyway, so here are a few things I've taken away from the day.
Right.
You've probably disappointed your parents at stages.
Still am.
Same here. I've disappointed my parents so many times. Sometimes I get disappointed in my kids.
Yes.
And I'm sure they'll disappoint me many times going forward. And I saw this 3 times today, there is nothing that will disappoint a father more than when he he queues up for fucking 45 minutes.
Yes.
Goes all the way to the top
of the water slide.
And it's fucking crammed in, and you get to the top, and the kid shits himself and doesn't want to go down.
Nah, you got to throw them off.
And
you got to throw them down.
I saw 3 dads, and because there's no fucking way down.
There's no way down.
It is It is bumper to bumper. There's no waves. If you do go down, there is no bigger walk of shame than that walk down. And the kid, he didn't give a fuck. He's wrapped that he doesn't have to go down. It's the dad that it is a walk of shame for the dad. And I saw it 3 times today, and each time I just saw that look in the dad's eye, and it was. Is
this my son? You know, I thought I brought him up better than that. It's like you know on the cliff top, or if you're diving into a rock pool, it's like that one where people they shit themselves up there. There's nowhere to go once you're up there.
No,
you got to go.
No, and it's a horrible thing to happen to a dad, and I wouldn't wish it upon anyone. I was close.
Do you adopt the kid out?
I think there is a little adoption agency they've got set up just at the bottom of the slide for if but no one wants those kids. That's the thing.
Yeah. Who are you going to give them to?
There's
a lot of give them to a lesbian couple or something like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of people wanting to give away kids there, but my eldest was up there and he shit his pants and and then I talked him through it. I said to a few people, you go through. And then I talked him through it.
It can be a bit. I must admit, it can be a bit scary if it's an enclosed water slide and you got the water hitting you in the face. You don't know what's happening.
Yeah,
so I can understand, but it's not good enough, Tom.
No, it's not good enough. But my kid went down. So
well done, Noah.
Second thing I took out of the day. You know those sort of wedgie G-string.
Oh, the bathers. I love them.
Those you love them,
mate. They are everywhere. Down at Mount Martha, it's like you're not allowed on the beach unless you got your bikini bottoms wedged up your ass. Are you talking like the full-on G-banger or just the skinny?
If you look at them from behind, it looks like they're naked. Like that girl's naked, and she turns around. Well, I would have said maybe. It's a different demographic trying to squeeze into these things at Gumbuya World. But I would say 1 in 100 women can pull this off, and none of them were at Gumbuya World.
But they were trying to pull it off.
Oh, they were everywhere, and it was
flaps hanging out, or anything?
It was
a bit.
It was bad. It was a bad scene, and is someone telling these people you just wear some?
But I reckon in a way, you know what I reckon? I reckon there's some tan lines on these.
No tan lines.
No tan. Oh, okay, so they're pretty pasty.
No, they're very brown.
Okay, that's good. See, I reckon if you see, maybe a chubster with a bit of a tan line, there's something about a tan line, even if it's wherever it is, it just something about the skin. I know, because down at Mount Martha, I saw a bit of a chubster. She was sitting on a chair and she was pretty chubby. She was real chubby.
Big girl,
but
boned.
She had at one stage one of her boobs popped out, and it was a big boob.
A big boob.
It was a big boob, and she didn't care. But there's something about it. We go, am I seeing this? Is it what's going on? And she didn't really care. She sort of just tucked it back up like she was shoving a donut in her mouth. Like oh god, and she just put it back in. And even though she was a chubster. I didn't mind seeing a bit of big boob.
I guess good on them for being comfortable in their own skin.
She loved it.
But I just don't think it looks great. I think someone, you've just got to say, okay, there's got to be someone going around tapping people on the shoulder and saying, look, just chuck on this little wetsuit, or even just some normal bathers,
or
and then
go down with the loser
we'll come back,
kids.
see us in 6 months, and we'll reassess.
Yeah, maybe you give
them. But anyway, that's
F45
good on them.
class or something.
Good on them.
Shape, but they don't care out there, do they?
The next thing, and then, again, I'm flying through.
So what was Tam wearing? What was she wearing?
Yeah, she was wearing one. She's it's actually one thing we really have in common is we really get on.
You both wear bikinis.
We both wear bikinis. No, we can point out someone that's really not pulling it off and have a bit of a laugh, and it really brings us closer as a couple.
I think discriminating against people and really fat shaming them is a great way to do it.
And another one, I think my kids are the only kids on the planet that don't piss in a pool. Excuse me. So you're, it's because there's 3 of them. They're not in sync. It's every 15 minutes. Daddy, I need a piss. And you just feel like, just piss in the pool like everyone else.
Everyone's doing it.
No other kids are getting out. Other kids are getting out. Everyone's just sitting here. They've got that much fucking chlorine. You could shit in the pool and it would disintegrate.
No, it would disintegrate.
So, anyway, that was one thing.
They're well trained, Tommy. That's good.
And another thing, we've been talking a lot on this show about how my looks are in free fall.
Yep.
No
Terrible.
chin, bald.
No chin, bald.
A few scabs on my
Hairy
head.
shoulders, hairy ears.
Hairy ears. Teeth are...
no gap,
fucked.
but sort of pretty fucked.
But out of Gumbuya World...
You look like a millionaire.
Fucking supermodel. I'm not a bad-looking bloke. After I walked out today thinking I'm not a bad-looking bloke, I'm just hanging out in the wrong places.
Well, that's it. I think the further you go out, that's what you got to do. Because, like, that's what I'm thinking, like, with my wedding. Like, Kristen, like, she's been looking after herself for 2 years. She looks amazing. You know, she's done the wedge shred.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, you're going to fix your teeth. You're going to do this. I said, well, fuck that. No, I just pick groomsmen who look worse than me. That's
smart.
That's what you have to do. Like,
smart.
We've got a bit chubby, maybe bald. My brother's he's going all right. So I might chuck him down the back.
Yeah, no,
to the side.
He's hanging on by a thread. Your brother.
That's right. So you just hang around ugly people, and that makes you feel better.
Yeah, and that's what I.
You came in glowing here.
Yeah, mate. I'm
going to Gumbuya World tomorrow.
Oh, mate. If you're feeling a bit down the dumps about your looks, your teeth, your red hair, your freckles, your pasty skin, head out to Gumbuya World. Just paddle around the wave pool for a bit, and you look $1 million.
Great.
Nothing. There is a lot. This is another thing I know to say. There is a lot.
You've got a tiny piece of paper.
There's a lot on there.
Bloody lot.
There is a lot of shit tattoos around.
Oh, Tom, I'm not one to
point the finger. I know you've got a tattoo that's not great,
stamp.
but who is dishing up these tattoos? There's these women with just their whole back covered in
dragons or
like Bodhi tree, the Bodhi tree, or is that it? And roses, and there's something that they would have been shit to start off with. Like, it looked like a 4-year-old's drawn it, but then they've just faded and warped and just some shit tattoos.
Oh, mate, it's just where we're at. You know, tattoo used to be a symbol of a bit of toughness. Now everyone's got a tattoo. They're shit tattoos. You don't have tattoos, do you?
I haven't got a tattoo.
You haven't got a tattoo. You ever think about getting a tattoo? What would you get, Tom?
I did. I planned on getting
the
ankle tattoo when I won the flag, but unfortunately, I might remain an ankle clean skin. I'm afraid. I don't think that flag's coming unless I maybe a Masters flag, but that'd be a bit embarrassing. Putting a Masters flag
don't
on the
really
on the
take
ankle.
that serious.
No. So and the final thing, I've always thought. You slowly start doing dad things. Your things I never
shit jokes,
hit your kids, all that sort of stuff. But one thing I never thought I'd do.
Pull my finger. Do you do pull my finger?
I do pull my finger 3 or 4 times a day.
You do it in the bloody at work.
I did one the other day. They said I was standing in front of the telly and said, "Dad, can you move your head?" And I bobbed it from side to side. Real funny stuff. Just
kids are loving it.
Oh, they love it. But I reckon I'm maybe one summer away from buying, and I thought I'd never do this if I lived to be 1,000. Buying a rash vest to wear swimming.
Funny you say that. I was on the beach today, and Kristen brought it up. She said, "Would you ever wear a rash vest to go swimming?" And I think for me, I reckon I'm either a singlet man, maybe.
Yep.
Then you just because I don't mind a bit of a singlet tan. I like getting a bit of sun on the shoulders.
But this is more when you're going in the water.
Yeah, I'd still wear just a shitty singlet. I'd wear a shitty.
But they do get heavy, and the rashes stay.
They do get heavy.
The rashes stay light. I've got probably my second or third degree burn of the summer this year.
Yeah,
it protects that. It's practical. It dries
very unforgiving.
Away.
Very unforgiving.
Very unforgiving.
Like but that's everything.
But that's as a dad, you don't give a fuck.
That's true, and especially at Gumbuya World, the the absolute shit show that you are, you look like, Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
out at Gumbuya World. So
I said I'd never do it, but I reckon because I did, and I do a joke about this, but I did this the other day. Obviously, going back a few months, I rode the bike to the corner store to buy something, and all I had to do was go to the counter, get it. and leave. So I said, fuck it. And I left my helmet on while I went shopping.
Yes.
And that's a thing that only a dad would do. And I thought I'd never do stuff like that, but it's starting to creep into my life. Real dad stuff. So
it's probably your memory as well. Like sometimes you forget, even though you've just jumped off the bike, you might be like, oh, fuck, you forget the helmet's on. Sometimes you might.
Yeah. Sometimes it's,
Plus you're bald, so maybe the helmet is an improvement. But
sometimes it's 2 or 3.
It is a weird look though, isn't it?
It's not a great look. So the bike helmet and the rashie. And the final thing, I saw this today, and this isn't something like I thought I had. I saw this. Tell me if this is weird.
Okay.
Public toilets are rank.
Oh,
yeah,
horrendous.
Yeah, and especially at Gumbuya World.
Oh,
yeah. There's people pissing on the floor. The sinks are fucked.
Yeah.
Still got that COVID vibe.
No one's cleaning them.
It's just sick. You want to be in and out, and you got to take the kids in. Don't touch kids. Don't touch that. Don't touch that. And you got to hold them up because the little urinals are too high. So you got to hold them up while they do a wee. And
it's going everywhere. It's going left, right.
You want to get in and out. Minimum time. Surely everyone's thinking that you don't want to spend long in there. There was a guy in there, looked like a normal bloke, Anglo bloke, mid-30s. He'd brought in a toothbrush and toothpaste. He didn't work there and was brushing his teeth.
Okay.
Is that
I
strange
reckon,
behaviour?
maybe that's if you've had a heavy night the night before, you rock into work, you've slept at
It was about 1. So it was like he had
one
lunch.
in the arvo. Mate, did he have a garlic? What was the food situation? Did he have garlic sauce on a kebab or something?
Food was shit. There was no garlic kebabs. But anyway, look.
That's weird, mate. That's weird, but it takes all types at Gumbuya World, mate.
So get out there. Do yourself a favour if you've got a spare 400 clams. Take the family out there and feel pretty fucking good about yourself.
That's it, mate. Well done. Well done. Now, before we, congratulations, mate. Good day out at Gumbuya World. But we've got some more fucks here, mate. Got some fucks coming from Big D, and you only had the one this week. We're worrying about Sanssouci.
Sanssouci Drive in Wodonga.
I said it's French for no worries. Well, he said I was pretty much on the money. It's carefree in French. Sanssouci.
I'd say you got that.
So I'd say, yeah.
I'd pay that.
We'll go upstairs. Correct. 10 points.
So well done, Evan. That's a good knowledge.
Yeah.
Sanssouci Drive, no worries, carefree, happy days.
Thanks to Big D, our resident fuck checker again, for short and sharp this time. Didn't even have to cut and paste. He typed it himself.
He's a good man.
He's a good man, mate.
He's a good man. So we've got other shit from past episodes to talk about?
Yes, it's like a common theme about what's going on here, because there's been some big developments.
So was it last episode, Maddie from...
No, it was number 50.
It's 50. So
it was the boombox. The boombox.
So the listeners of the show would know episode 50. You run us through the story where we're at. Give us a quick update because we don't want to.
Just a quick one. Maddie Suter from the Springfield Districts hit us up. Springvale. Sorry, what did I say?
Springfield.
Yeah.
Close.
Yeah, close. Springvale Districts, he hit us up and said he did the half marathon. He saw the next day, so he timed the 2K time trial or whatever at Springy Districts. And what he did, he forgot. He sort of turned the stopwatch off. And not everyone had finished, and this bloke, who we now, and affectionately he's now known as the boombox,
because it was CB, which became CB Radio, which became the boombox.
Clint Baxter, no, was his name?
Chris Baxter.
Chris Baxter, CB Radio, boombox, just gold stuff there.
Yeah, real funny stuff.
He's come running over the line. Matty stopped the clock, and he said, "Oh, Matty." He's puffing, what I run? And, Matty's shitting himself. He stopped the watch. He goes, oh, mate, 8:36 or something. And the old bloody boombox has gone, because he said, mate, I haven't run that since I was 16. And I actually said, Matty said he was in the third, so I thought that was the under-18s. But no, that's not the under-18s. He's like a Resi's player. He's in the third shittest side at Springvale Districts. He's in his 30s.
It's not always, and I'll come into bat for the boombox here. It's not always the shittest the third. Sometimes it's people that don't have the time to commit. But I think that's pretty rare. It's mainly the shittest.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway.
So he's like in his 30s. So it's been at least 14 years.
I must admit, I was picturing the boombox being 18.
That's because I said he was 18.
Yeah.
So that's what a lot of people were picturing.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the alarm, Tommy.
That's the fucking alarm.
Well,
maybe do we...
we'll have to pause this. Yeah. There's three things in life: death, taxes, and Tommy setting off the fucking alarm.
We're going to take a quick break while going to try and work this alarm out.
We'll be
Catch
back.
up.
All right, mate. Take two.
Yeah, sorry about that. I can't seem to get my head around this alarm at work.
I reckon you're best off. You rock up, you turn the alarm. You're best off just throwing a brick through the fucking window, Tommy. It'll save a bit more time.
They seem to change the code on me, which is never a great
Maybe is that
sign
a way of
when the workplace is doing that.
Definitely still got your job.
My key's not working, and my desk, someone else was sitting there on Friday. But anyway,
stop getting paid.
Anyway, so you were giving us an update.
Suda, Matty
Suda.
The boombox, he yelled out. The boombox thought he's run his quickest time in over 14 years since he was 16, and he was over the moon. So, and Matty said, we'll keep you updated because that was before Christmas. So the boombox was going to come back and do his first time trial whenever they go back, and he's going to be, things going to go pear-shaped.
So we're expecting an update in a couple of months.
We're expecting an update.
But and probably less podcasts would just end the story there and let Matty Suda have his little laugh and we have a laugh and that'd be it. Being the hard-hitting investigative journalist podcast we want to hear both sides of the story. And
two sides of the story.
Two sides to every story. And actually we didn't give a shit, but Chris Baxter, CB, the boombox, has actually contacted me directly.
Oh, DM. Slide into his DMs.
Slid into my DMs. And, well, there is certainly two sides to every story. This is from Chris Baxter. Hey, mate. I'm the Chris Baxter Suits was talking about. Bit of context. So, firstly, I'm going to fucking kill him. Secondly, me and another bloke hadn't been at... he's written trading, but I think it's training. Hadn't been at training when they ran the 2 kilometre time trials. So we ran them that day. So we literally had two people to time.
Okay.
There's a fairly major fucking bit of the story you've left out there, Suits. So for some reason, Matty Suda chose to leave that out. Probably because it makes him look like an absolute asshole. I ran the 2 kilometres in 34-degree heat. It was humid as heat. I was absolutely dying, and he couldn't use a fucking stopwatch. I'll leave his head bandaged permanently. So you might have fucked with the wrong bloke there. You've given us half, if that, of the story, and second, I wouldn't even say he's given us a story. It's a web of lies.
It's a clear fuck up on Matty's behalf here. He is absolutely... I don't know whether he's still feeling the effects from his bloody half marathon or something, or maybe he can't count to 2.
I'm starting to think his whole email to us was just a way to try and make public that he ran half a marathon. The rest was just... I think he was sort of just big noting himself, really, wasn't he? Yeah, because the story was just 100% incorrect that he's dished up. So, anyway, looking forward to do we give him a writer reply or do we just let that one slide through?
Well, I got hit up from, a few boys, because the Boombox put this on his Facebook page or something and said...
Oh, did he?
He did. Oh, mate, I'm not going to be able to get through all this. I don't know where
There's a bit
fuck
going
it
on.
is. There's a bit happening here. I've been taking messages all day. And there's a few blokes who... They sent me a... I've gotten into something
So this is big news down
This is big news.
Down at Springy.
Chrissy Thompson. He must be at Springy. He sent a photo.
Oh, he's the coach.
Oh, yeah, okay. So he's right onto it. He's...
he can see the fabric of the club falling apart.
Well, I reckon if Boombox comes in first training session and puts old Matty Suter in a fucking into hospital,
could really
into a coma,
really divide this. I'd put this up there with your sort of your Essendon drug scandal, maybe
Wayne Carey, fucking Anthony Stevens,
maybe the
wife.
Adelaide Crows camp, because this is a successful club, and I've often wondered what would knock them off their perch, and Matty Suter's compulsive lying could be what tears this club apart. But I look forward to sitting back and watching this shit show.
Yeah, no, that's good. So, and we've got. I'll put it on the Good Banter Instagram. Get on the Good Banter Instagram page. That is building as well, mate. Over the last few weeks, I just every time the phone, I get a little boop boop. Someone else is following the Good Banter podcast, which is great news. But I'll put up a photo of what the boombox, for our loyal listeners who aren't at Springvale Districts and don't know the boombox, we'll pop it up on the
my eyesight is
the Good Banter.
Is that the boombox hanging over the fence?
Hanging over the fence. He's having a fair crack, and he's photoshopped Chrissy Anderson's photoshopped the Thompson, he's photoshopped Matty Suter in there.
Very clever,
so that's
Tomo.
very, very good stuff. So we'll get that on the Good Banter Instagram.
Is that a bullet hole he's put in the back of Matty Suter's jumper?
It could be. I would not
so
turn your back, Matty Suter. That's the boombox.
The boombox looks
I reckon
like
he'd fit right in at bloody Gumbuya World, mate.
Well, he's a redhead, so I wouldn't fuck with him in a million years.
We're mad.
Even gentle redheads have a little bit in them.
They've got a streak where, like, they could be fucking serial killers.
Yeah, and
redheads.
this is a guy...
And it just comes, as I know, it comes from years of little kids going, oh, what are those dots on you? Copper crutch, Phantom pants, carrot tits, or whatever you bloody...
It looks like this picture of the boombox. He's an Essendon supporter, so he's got a... he's got a bit of built-up anger there as well.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. They haven't played a final for a while. He's he's ropeable, the old boombox.
So
and I reckon Matty Suter, I'd be fucking looking out that first.
Shitting your little springy away shorts.
That's it.
So watch this space for more progress there. Another topic that we hit is
hitting all the big topics, Tommy.
Test match.
We
nearly broke the internet.
My phone nearly blew up. We had Declan and Braden Lewis who gave us the scathing reviews of the test match. And, ever since then, people have been telling me it's shit, it's crap, what the fuck, they're fucked with the classic. Some of our listeners have likened it to when VB changed the recipe.
Yeah,
of their beer.
I've certainly heard that.
And definitely. And the crowd weren't happy with VB changing the recipe. I said, let's go back to the old recipe. Now, what have you got here about test match? Because we were talking that we might be able to play it. We might be able to send a letter. So is it Milton Bradley who fucking makes this game?
Milton Bradley. So there's a guy by the name of Michael Bodman, I believe, who's a bit of a step ahead of us. He's already...
That's not hard.
No. So he's already written a letter to Crown and Andrews, and it's very professional looking...
not Milton Bradley.
No. Did I agree to Milton Bradley?
You agreed to Milton Bradley.
So Crown and Andrews is the company that is
you're going to go read
that. Oh, mate, this is fuck. But this is so what they've done here. He's cut and paste what they claim. So this is what their statement. About,
so like a press release.
Not so much a press release. It's on their packaging of the new Test match, and it says, and this is summarises the game of Test match. And my eyes aren't real flash.
Do you want me to read it?
No, I'll be all right. The original and authentic all-action cricket game, bringing the excitement of all forms of the cricket, Test, One Day, and 2020 to your own family room.
That's great.
And then this is the bit. The overarm bowling can be fast or slow. A heavy ball is now standard to enable easier and more accurate batting. So that's what they're...
So they're
saying...
Have they given us anything there? Have they said they've just made the ball heavier and they've gone overarm? How can it be fast or slow?
I guess you just...
Because I haven't seen it. You said slings. Do you have to press a button and then does it come
over?
You
pull it back and it flicks, I think, like a slingshot.
Okay.
You probably should... look at it first.
We should probably look
before we
at
shoot
it before we start
shooting our strap off.
running our mouth.
Before we start taking them to court. Let's do a bit of research first. But here, and this is, mate, I don't know if we want to read this, but he has gone to absolute.
Yeah, go through it. You've got to do it.
Do you want to read this?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a letter to Crown and Andrews. Dear Crown and Andrews. And this is basically...
That's a good start.
This is basically what we wanted to do, but someone's done it way better than us.
Yeah,
So why...
We were never going to do that.
Yeah, no, we were never going to do this.
No.
So, Dear Crown and Andrews, if there is one benefit of this COVID-19 disaster, it is that I find myself at a loose end with time on my hands to write to you. I think I'll get straight to the point. After all, if we catch the virus, we could all be dead by the end of the year. Here we go. Right. You've ruined my son's childhood. Pretty simple. In the time of extended school holidays and isolation, which, by the way, could you get two worse things at the same time, we turn to our newly purchased test match game. This once revered game, a mark of a child's social status to have test match.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone looked up to you with wide eyes and sticky isopole fingers waiting to have a go. Well, not anymore. It is marginally better than a teddy bear with its eyes pulled out. The adage, and this is the adage that keeps coming back. The adage, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, comes to mind.
Yep.
Well said. Why on earth would you make the bowler throw a hand grenade Jaffa down the pitch? The guy is basically channeling the best of, and I don't know much about cricket, Jofra Archer?
Yeah, Jofra Archer. He's an English cricketer who didn't play in the
Jofra
Ashes.
Archer's
Very quick,
latest
Tom.
Ashes. He's not the one that I look like.
No, he's not as ugly as that.
Latest Ashes series.
Black.
And, badging every batsman at the crease. What happened to the Trevor Chappell style along the ground delivery with a ball bearing that you could actually get bat to?
Fucking hit.
As for the packaging, and this is...
This is...
So he's gone beyond the...
this is great.
He's just the bowler being
I like
a piece of shit.
the little comparing it with the teddy bear without its eyes.
Yeah,
like, what
yeah.
the fuck?
As for the packaging, I opened a scrunched up, glorified summer wetsuit with bumps and creases all through it. So it is like playing, and I assume he's talking about
the mat.
The mat.
The mat. It's obviously not been folded properly.
I don't think it's felt anymore.
The little, the
mustn't be
14-year-old kids in India or whatever, they're...
It is like playing on the local landfill site rather than playing a test match on the previously well-manicured felt of the original version.
Yep.
Version.
Virgin.
Which, by the way, is what your marketing spin would like us to believe. There is nothing original about this dog shit version. Look at the kids in the photo. I'll poke my own eyes out if they are having that much fun. My kids basically bowled half and over, cracked it like a fast bowler with a dodgy run-up. After a handful of wides, bounces and full tosses that no one can let alone see or hit, that was it. Game over. Well, keep going?
Well,
It's
how much longer are you going to take, mate?
Well, I didn't write the fucking thing.
You bloody sound like you need a carer to fucking write. You're reading it like 3 words 2 minutes.
Well, it's...
Keep going, mate. You've gone this far,
My
mate.
eyesight's
You've gone
real
this
flash
far.
at the moment. Let's unpack the second line. A heavy ball is now standard to enable easier and more accurate batting. Bullshit. And this one, the overarm bowling can be fast or slow. Nope. To be honest, I didn't even get to the catching because you can't bat or bowl. So what's the point? So he's fucking not happy. Bringing the and he's running through what their claims. So, quote: bringing the excitement of all forms of cricket, Test match one day in 2020 to your own family room. Just read that again for me. How does it do that? It is called Test match. and all the players' wear is white. The ball is red. So help us understand how we get one day and 2020 versions, and don't just say we bowled less balls.
Well, there's no colour. You don't bring the fielders in. There's no
good
fireworks like the 2020. He's right. I like this. It's bullshit.
No coloured clothing, no white ball. If you provide a pink ball, I would stretch to test match with night test capabilities.
Yep.
After all, we do all have a desk lamp we could use for a night session. Okay. Well, I think we've committed. We've got to finish this off now.
Okay.
So we're down to the.
He has spent time on this.
Right,
He
so
does have too much time.
Those invested in this will be right into this.
Oh, yeah.
Those who've never played a test match would have fucked off a long time ago. Look, it's not all bad. I'm 50-50 on the boundary rope. Although the plastic fence was good, realistically, in this day and age of sustainability and a shift towards recyclables, the rope is probably okay. At least the Velcro sticks. After I iron the fuck out of the non-preen ground, I'll give it another go. But I'm not holding my breath. Although I hear that is the best way to test if you have the virus. What was that?
I don't know, mate. I sort of tuned in.
Next time I just skip the middleman and spend my $50, that's $50, on a Dan Murphy's order and tell the kids their future is grim if we can't even get the best board game in the world sorted.
Nah.
Before you decide to fuck any other good games up, ask the users and everyone between the age of 30 and 50 and they will tell you that the actual original test match still is the best board game ever. Anyway, let's chat if you get to the chance. I have more to enlighten you on, but realistically, I have better things to do. FYI, I really don't. I'd love to know what you think, and I'm the only one that has ever provided this feedback. I will buy every remaining version of the game and burn them all. Regards, Michael.
Mick, mate.
Well,
here, mate.
Well done.
Here, Mick. Well done. And well done to you, Tom, for reading at the stand of a fucking second grader.
I actually thought I wasn't a bad reader. I was all over the shop.
Nah, you're all over the shop there.
But it was very small. And
small,
it kept...
on the phone.
And
the little rats on the bloody treadmill in your head were going nuts.
And I've smashed my screen.
Yeah.
So it was like trying to read through a
smashed screen glass. Yeah. Well, I reckon that's good, Tom. Do you reckon Crown and Andrews are going to get back to him? I reckon he's got no hope.
Absolutely,
there'll
no
be
chance.
some little HR person sitting up there who doesn't even know what cricket is. Go, oh yeah, thanks for getting in touch. I'll mention this to my superiors, and that'll go straight in the bin.
Because it would have.
They probably already deleted the email.
It would have got to the person that made the changes. He's shit himself, thinking it's just one person, and he's put it through the shredder both directions.
Yeah, but, he's in a bit of trouble.
That's why a petition talks.
Petition has to. We've got to do it. We've got to do it. So we'll make that happen. But thanks, Mickey, for sending that in. I'll read it out next time. So we.
He didn't actually send it in. A guy, Reed Bedson, sent it in.
Oh, Reedy.
So he doesn't even probably know. He probably doesn't listen to the podcast.
No, probably not. So there we go. But thanks, Mickey. Mate, what I will do, because
we've got to get to your wanking in a cup.
Wanking in a cup. How long we've been going for, mate? Including
it's hard to tell.
First, let's go to the wanking in a cup thing, because last week I mentioned that obviously getting older. I was all booked in, locked in, and they talk about people having kids older these days, and you know what? Because we've had to get an appointment with a specialist to go through our results and whatever. And Kristen, so that's why she's hassling me. You got to go wank in a cup to see if your sperm's all right.
Hilary
Swank in a cup on site, and I've got to get blood tests. I did the saliva test, so that I've done all that, and you got to do all that before you go see the specialist. And they said, if we don't take this, we're going before we go to Port Douglas. We've got a Zoom meeting with her. If you fuck that and you can't go to that, you got to wait fucking 6 months. because they're that busy.
They're in demand. Everyone's in demand.
What is going on? Like,
is there more people on the planet or something?
Is sperm not as strong? What's going on with all these bloody issues? Is it stress, Tom? Is it stuff like the test match game that's stressing people out? Going, I've got no lead in me pencil. What's going on, Tommy?
Test match certainly can't be helping the situation.
Not at all. Not at all. So last Wednesday,
maybe a lot of rooting because of lockdown. Maybe a lot of people
more rooting or less. Well, if you've already got kids, maybe less rooting. Yeah, because like you hate your family.
But maybe a lot of people, it's fast tracked relationships because they've maybe spent 2, maybe 5 years worth of time together in a year and a half. So there's this big backlog of couples that are now ready to have kids.
Yes, it's fast-tracked. Mate, you sounded like you actually were a psychologist there. Yeah. That was good. It's good that you didn't have to read it, thank fuck.
No.
Because you wouldn't have got that out.
I don't think I'll read anything again on this
I don't think
pod.
so. I don't think so, mate. Maybe get Noah or one of your kids to come in and bloody read it because they're clearly at a better level than you, Tom. But so it comes to Wednesday. I haven't had a bloody Hillary swank or got no action down here. No action down here, Tommy.
72 hours.
For 72 hours. So I'm ready to go. And, I didn't know because when you're there, I had to drive into East Melbourne and I'm thinking, what's the setup going to be like? Is it going to be a beautiful, is it going to be like, am I going to be laying on a bed? Is there going to be someone who comes in and gives me a little massage just to get me feeling good, Is that how it works? So I'm not too sure, and as you said, you don't want to be in there for 3 hours sweating.
No, and is this the only thing that happens at this venue? Like, are there people? Is it just a wank shop, or are there people going there and paying their parking fines? People collecting their photos? Are they giving blood tests as well? Is there other stuff going on here? Or is it just
collecting photos?
Is it just blokes going in
pathology
to rub one out?
Area, but I couldn't find my email, so I sort of walked in. And when you walk into a hospital or something, there's all these different names like Dr. John Fritzl or whatever, blah, 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 and you've got to go to all these different... I didn't know where I had to go. So I had to go to the main reception, said I need to do a semen analysis.
Yep.
Ladies.
And she said, you're having a Hillary swank.
Yeah, you're having a Hillary swank into a cup, not a keep cup, just a jar. You want to go down there. She showed me where to go. But what I did on the way up, because, I've never really had a problem with stage fright. I like to think I can get a stiffy an erection pretty easy. But I got in there early. I came early, pardon the pun.
Yep.
I hope that wasn't a, sign of things to come. But on the way up, I'm driving up the Monash. I thought, what I'll do just to see how the big fella or the medium-sized fella's going.
I thought you'd fire it up a bit.
I thought I'd fire it up a bit, mate. I had the porn, I had the hands-free, I had the in the holder, and I thought I'll put a bit of Pornhub on.
While you're driving?
While I was driving, which was...
interesting.
it was awkward for the Uber driver, but...
yeah.
But I thought just to see, because, you don't want to get that stage fright. So I had... Pornhub, I tried it a few times, and you don't really want to, as cars are going past, I didn't really want them all to see it. Truckies looking down, going, look at this sick fuck. But they don't know I'm going to wank in a cup.
No.
So I started getting a bit of movement in the car from looking at Pornhub. So I thought, we're going to be okay here.
Good.
This is good. And then...
I must just say, that's a pretty interesting move.
Well, I just... I think it was just to get me in the zone.
I wonder what the penalty is for watching porn while driving.
Porn. Yeah, I guess
it would be.
Well, it's using your phone, so it's probably 5 demerit points and a $500 fine. So it's like a day at fucking Gumbuya World.
But I think I wonder if there'd be anything extra because it's obviously
porn. Oh, maybe if I was looking at kiddie porn, that'd be no good.
No, that's probably several years hard time.
Yeah, that's no good. Check the hard drive and whatever. So we're going good. I pull up in East Melbourne. I got a park. Beautiful. That's the other thing you stress about. So I'm half an hour early.
Yep.
I think I am in luck here. I walk in. I go to the reception. They go down here, sir. I chat to the ladies. And I said to them, because I had to book in and try and get a blood test as well. Kristen said, why are you about to jack it off? wank in a cup, why don't you see if you can get the blood test as well? It's a pathology joint. I said, beautiful. So they said, what we'll do, you're half an hour early. Well done, sir. We'll go do the blood test for you. So there's an older sort of lady. She looked like she was maybe, maybe Tongan or some Asian descent,
big difference.
Big difference there, actually. Yeah, maybe Kiwi. Maybe Kiwi.
Okay.
Had a little bit of colour, and you could tell
So she's not really putting you in the mood.
Wow, but she had a little nurse offsider who I
of
think
course she
she
did.
was training. So the experienced lady. She was, she was a front rower. She was pretty solid. She was pretty solid, and then she had the little trainee. So the front rower, she wasn't taking any shit. She knew what was going on.
She'd seen this before.
She'd probably come in there and jerk it off for me if I was in trouble. Okay, she had sort of the thick hands. They were thicker than my hands. So I'm looking at her, and it's almost like if I couldn't come, she'd like punch me in the guts. Go, come on, you pussy, bloody jack it off.
Yeah.
So, so she was there, and then. The little one she had small hands. And they got the mask on, and she was a bit tinier, a bit petite. So I was sort of, while she was filling out all my details and getting ready to do the blood test, I was going through scenarios in my head, like to maybe see if the little fella will just poke his head up. Just
like you and the two nurses.
Yeah, just to see what happens. The Samoan and the front rower and the trainee.
Okay.
So I'm just going, because the last thing I want is to go into this room, wherever it is, and not be able to get it up.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I don't want, Tom. That's the thing that's embarrassing.
Sounds like your mind's playing games with you.
Well, it's the first time I've wanked in a cup at a pathology joint. So I didn't know. So I'm just trying to do whatever I could to
get in the right headspace.
Get in the right headspace, mate. And I hadn't eaten much. I had a coffee on the way in. I thought, all right, makes her a strong one. Make sure I'm alert.
Yep.
And I had a little bit of banana bread. I didn't want to go too heavy, just the one bit of banana bread, because you don't want to be sluggish
good wanking
when you're wanking into a cup.
Good wanking food, banana bread.
That's good. So I thought a bit of stamina, a bit of caffeine to get the buzz going, be alert. So
anything banana based before I wank.
Anything banana based. I wore a hat because my hair, I'd washed my hair the night before. It was a bit buffy. I didn't want to walk in with buffy hair.
I think you're looking into it a bit too much. You're overthinking it.
I'm overthinking it. Yes. I probably am.
Or you probably were.
I probably was. And so they get my details. They do the little, the heroin junkie thing where they put the tight elastic around your arm. They get a vein, and not the main vein. They get just the vein in the arm. I'm sort of squeezing my fist. I'm sort of giving it the pumps like that. She goes, no, just shut up, just squeeze.
Watch too many movies. Watch too much
many movies. I should have just asked Kristen, do I have to squeeze?
Yeah, your wife, fiance's a doctor.
Fiance, she's a doctor. She should know all this shit. Anyway, so they go bang. They talk about the needle. They said, oh, do you like needles? I said, oh, I don't mind it, but I don't like seeing it go in.
No.
I'd be a terrible heroin addict.
No one does.
I'd fucking never hit a vein because I wouldn't be looking. So they get 2 vials of blood out there, and then they, the front rower, cool as a cucumber. She goes, all right, here's your jar. Here's your you get
semen jar.
Semen jar.
Oh.
Yep. So
it's becoming real.
Now it's becoming real. It's got my name on it.
Ooh.
It's got my date of birth. It's got my phone number. She goes, is that you, Evan Hocking? My number, my date of birth. I go, that's me. I'm about to go wank into a cup.
Yep.
This is amazing. Or is it?
They
I
give
don't
you
know.
a special wank in a cup T-shirt or something to wear down the aisle so everyone knows.
Yeah, is it like I wanked in
corridor?
a cup at East Melbourne, or is it like I rode the Tower of Terror? Something like that. Did you get the stubby holder? I wanked in a cup. No, they didn't give you any of that stuff. The little girl, the little trainee, she gets out and she goes, all right, so where do I go? She said, here's the cup, here's the, you get a bag to put it in. Not like a fucking bag you put dog shit in. It's a bit more official than that.
Is it a clear bag?
It was red.
Oh, that's good. So people can't see the...
But I think everyone's there for the same thing.
You still don't want to be everyone looking at the size of your load.
No. So you put it in a clear bag, then you put it in the red bag, and then she goes, when you're done, just put it in this little tub here.
I'll give a lot of urine tests, and I don't even like urine samples. I'm not even that flash about walking around with my urine sample to take it back. So I imagine a cup of sperm would be no good.
Yeah, so she said there's the... right next to the desk was a little tub, and it had about 35 fucking red bags in it. So obviously it's been a busy morning at the semen analysis. There's a lot of cum
Wank
there.
HQ.
Wank HQ. So she goes, just pop it in there, and then the toilet's down. And she never really guided me through it or anything. I mean, obviously she's not the person to guide me through it.
And it's not your first...
it's not my first rodeo.
No.
So... yeah, I just go into this room, and I've got some video of the room. It's very...
Look forward to watching that.
There's not much in there. There's a seat, like a couch seat here, sort of leather seat, and what she does,
Does it look different? Does a wank seat look different to a normal seat? Or
wank seat looks probably the same. It would be
something you could wipe down, I imagine, not like a fluffy...
There's like a massive, picture like a big paper towel.
Yeah.
Paper towel. So that goes down, and she ripped off the old one. She pulled it down like a toilet roll, and she put it because you're going to be on there butt naked. Your ass,
your bum.
Your ass is going to be on, but you sit on the paper towel.
Yep.
I was in there at 8:50.
Yep.
And all of a sudden,
AM.
9:50. 9:50 a.m.
Yep.
Prime wanking time.
Oh, the best time.
That is the best time. I mean, that's
there's no bad time.
There's no bad time.
That's a really good time.
That is a great time because you're fresh. You're feeling good. You haven't had the rigours of the day.
You're obviously not working that day.
I'm not working that day. I don't have to go from the job site where you've been sweating it up with a bunch of dudes.
Yep.
You're not getting it up then. So I go straight in. I start with the pants up.
What do you mean?
Oh, no, I pull them down, and then I sit on the paper towel. And there's nothing in there. There's no
Did
pornos.
you take your pants right off or leave them around your ankles?
Round the ankles. Round the ankles. And
so you're not totally relaxed?
I'm not totally relaxed because you can still hear voices out in the foyer.
Ugh,
it's like,
I don't know about
you
that.
can hear the receptionist, and there's other people who were sitting there as I walked in.
Can they glue some egg cartons and shit? Can we soundproof this room?
Soundproofing?
So you don't want to crank the porn or anything?
I had to go silent. I was thinking about taking the AirPods in, but I thought, if they fall out or something happens to the phone and all they hear is, oh yeah, take it, daddy.
Or then the danger of the AirPods, there could be a fire outside, and they're knocking on the door going, Evan, we've got to leave. And you've got your AirPods in.
And I just think I need more lube because I'm smoking.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. And you've got to fill out the sheet. So I'll get to the wank first. So I go, bang, pants down, and I go, see, this is the other thing. Because there's times where you go through the Pornhub where you're thinking, what category do I do?
Yep.
Do I type in big, boobs? Do I type in, ankle porn or whatever you're into?
You've gone to this much effort. I would have thought you would have already had one of your favourites ready to go.
No, what I did was I just went maybe the fan or the crowd favourite for myself. I just typed in hot MILF.
Hot MILF.
Hot MILF.
Yeah.
But still, that's dangerous because you might have to scroll through 75 ones before you get the bloody money shot.
Yeah.
But I was lucky. I got bang. I got a great one early. I go bang.
Bingo,
tapped on it. Anissa Kate, who's a sort of French, pretty hot porn star, and Natural, which is good. I like.
Question if she's a mum.
Not sure.
I'm not sure many of these MILFs are actually.
I don't think she's walking around Gumbuya World with her fucking little rugrats.
No,
I don't think she is a MILF. But anyway, she's in that category.
She's playing that role.
She's playing that role. So she's a very good actor, and early on she gets in a great position and. 5 minutes in, things are cooking.
Yeah.
I go, okay, I'm under control here. It's like I'd, in the first half, I'd sort of kicked 10 goals, and the other, I was 10 goals up at half time.
Yeah.
So I could relax a bit. The coach would come in and go, well done, Evo, great start.
Interesting way of going about it. But keep going.
Because I wanted to, because I didn't want to last for half an hour. I said I was going to aim for about 15, because that still shows it.
15 minutes.
Well, yeah, because then I've got to put it in the bag. I've got to fill out the form.
Okay, yeah.
So in and out in 15, including paperwork. But that shows at 39, I'm still, I'm going all right for myself.
Yeah.
You can go into a sterile room, sit on a bit of paper towel, put on a bit of, I could wank on the moon if I had to. That's what I'm sort of thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I'm sort of thinking. But it'd look weird when it came out. You wouldn't get it in the cup, would you? Because the zero would just float around in space there. So
that's a good point.
Bang, I go in the jar. I don't know if I was happy with it or not. I'm not too sure, because sometimes you look at porn and you go, Jesus Christ, that guy.
It's a litre.
That's a fucking milk container. Definitely wasn't a milk container, but it was all right.
Yeah.
It was all right, and I had to did it up, wash my hands, pulled my pants up, then you got the clag in your pants, that sort of thing after you've...
Yeah,
there was nowhere to have a shower or anything like that,
no.
so you just,
clean yourself up.
Your jocks are sticking to your bloody knob, and anyway, that's okay. But clean myself up, wash the hands, I had to go full or partial load. I went full...
Who's doing partial loads?
Well, maybe it's they get a little bit in and then, I don't know, they leave it in their bloody sock or something.
So you didn't get all the load in
there?
Yeah,
for some reason, at a certain point it hit you in the face or something, so you can't
get... So who's getting halfway through ejaculating going, I'm not really feeling it.
I'm not really feeling it. Yeah. It's hard to stop then.
Go for a jog or
maybe
something.
They just didn't get it in the bloody
cup
or
gotcha.
whatever.
I gotcha.
So, yep. So I went full... Do it up, put it in the bag, fill out all the details. Had to put my credit card details in because I had to do the blood test, $85.
Yep.
Semen analysis, $85. This is a $170 wank, Tom. Into a jar.
That's an $85 wank.
Yeah, well, it is. Yeah, but you sort of. I mean,
the
whole day.
That's about the going rate.
Okay. All right. There we go. So, bang, do that. And then I just checked to make sure I've got no cum on my shorts or anything like that.
Yep.
There's none on. I wore Birkenstocks because I thought I'll walk in there. I'll look a bit classy.
Good wanking
shoes.
Of a
classy wank.
Good wanking shoes.
So there we go. So I do that. No cum on me shorts. No cum on me Birkenstocks.
You don't want to do the... Is there a mirror in there? You want to do something about Mary.
There was no something about Mary with the hair just...
Got a wad stuck to the side of your face.
There was no wad stuck. I got it all
Partial
in the jar.
Load. Look, I'm going to be honest. I got no idea where the rest of the load went. But, sir, I think it's in your ear.
There you go.
Okay, full load.
So we've done that. We're in and out 15 minutes, and you sort of come out the door, and there's people there. They know what you've done. Yep. You know what you've done.
Did you make eye contact? I don't think I'd make eye contact on the way.
I came out wearing a balaclava.
Yep.
And glasses. And I had a walking stick. I pretend I was blind.
Yep.
And I put that in the little wank collection, which had been emptied. So I was a freshie. I was in there. I lit up a cigarette. Took a puff and I said, "See you later, baby." On to the restaurant.
Just point out, here's my number. Call me.
Call me. The number's there. Your name and date of birth. 15 minutes in a sterile wanking on a bloody paper towel. I'm rock hard, baby.
You obviously know that I mean business. Drop us a line.
Yeah, let us know how
call.
that goes. So bang, I'm out of there. It's done. Now I've got the rest of the day, baby.
That's a good start to the day.
It's a great start to the day, apart from like I said, the claggy, the jocks sticking to the knob. But went and had a coffee.
Small price to pay.
Went and had a coffee, did a few other things, and it's done. It's done, baby.
Well done.
I'll let you know what the results are like. But anyone who's got any questions who maybe has to do it, don't be shy.
I don't think you missed many details. I reckon I
probably did overthink it, though.
Don't think anyone's listening to that story and going, geez, I've got some questions.
Yeah.
I reckon I got a lot of questions. I reckon you covered it.
I reckon
you covered everything.
I probably did, mate.
Mate, that's pretty full on stuff. But it's a lot of guys probably go through that. I haven't myself, but I've look forward to the dad. I don't think I'll probably ever have to because I've had the snip. Mine.
Well, you're going to have to go back. Do you have to check? Because the mate said, "Oh, you've already done that."
No, I haven't. Well, the doctor said that because I had the snip and it's meant to be, and he said, dead serious, he said, this is how he worded it, the next 20 times you're intimate with your wife, you have to be very careful and use contraception. The 21st time you're intimate with your wife, ejaculate into this cup, and he and he gave me the cup, and he said, and bring it back to me, and we'll test the sperm and let you know if the sperm, if the vasectomy worked or not. And I said, not a word of a lie, I said, so it's the 21st time, and he said yes, and he said, well, I reckon can I book an appointment for March 2036, thinking it'd get a laugh. And he did not bat an eyelid and said, everyone cracks that joke. And I was like, well...
So hack,
mate.
Hack.
Fuck you. Because I didn't like him. He butchered my... He was the guy that butchered my hernia.
Yeah, because they go up and they go... A mate's just had one done and they don't actually... Oh, he said they put a needle in the... It's
the vasectomy or the hernia?
The vasectomy.
I was.
I'm not going there.
I was out.
You were knocked out.
I had the body. What do they do in the spinal?
Spinal lumbar.
Tup or something. Yeah, but I had the big shirt because I had the double hernia
double
operation.
Whammy.
Mate, it was. Have we talked about that? No, we're not going to talk about it today, but it is. Mate, there is a whole lep there. I should have taken that asshole to court. He was.
Okay.
Well,
I look forward to that.
Yeah.
Bit of,
but anyway,
malpractice.
So
that's it. We're good. We're good to go.
That's a great story.
I'll let you know if me swimmers are swimming or whether they're just bumping heads like bloody homers. So there, but that's basically everything, isn't it?
No, that's everything. We've covered a lot.
We've covered a lot.
How long did that go for? It was hard to tell because of the alarm.
It's hard to tell because of the alarm. But hey, hit us up. Get on the Good Banter Instagram. That is building's pumping. Get on the Twitter. That's up to 44 followers. Jesus Christ, this is getting huge.
And I reckon if you've got any topics like the test match, like Matty Suter obviously been a bit of a compulsive liar. Hit us up because we're not afraid to.
We'll tackle it.
We'll tackle it.
Take it head on like the front rower
and find the truth because the truth's out there.
Truth, mate, as Mulder and Scully said, the truth is out there.
You just got to look for it.
You do. And you don't have to look hard sometimes.
Sometimes it's right in front of you.
It's right in front. You wouldn't even know it. But get on the YouTube as well. We're up to 58 subscribers on the YouTube. That's going well. So jump on.
Can I just say one thing before we finish? Because I promised these guys. I would say this, the Long Warry Cricket Club. I mispronounced that 1,000 times. Last night, did the Long Warry, because it's Long Warry, but they pronounce it Warry. Did the Long Warry Cricket Club. Awesome cricket club.
Yeah, you don't call a quarry a quarry. It's a quarry. You know what I'm saying?
Warry.
Long Warry. Quarry. Q-U-A.
I'm sure there's some rule. When things follow a Q,
like
it's
A
a
before
bit...
E after C.
I don't know. But anyway...
You can't read.
Mate, that's only an hour out of Melbourne. Mate, COVID does not exist out there. They could not give... I didn't lay eyes on a mask the whole night I was there. But one thing I saw... Geez, it impressed me. I knew it was a good club. I felt a great bloody vibe about the joint. Good people. Everyone was up and about.
Great.
And then I went, because it's one of those joints where, not the flashiest club rooms getting around, so the men...
History.
They do have a nice...
Character.
I use the term nice fairly loosely, but they had a women's toilet, but the men's toilet is actually the men's change rooms.
Yeah.
So if you're at a function, you need to go... to the toilet, you go in through the change rooms and so the showers are there.
That's how you know.
That's a good club.
That's how you know they need a fucking upgrade.
Yeah, they don't need an upgrade. It's a great setup. Fuck, it was hot. It was hot. But anyway, so I've walked in to go to the toilet. So I've walked past the showers, and what I saw was one of the most beautiful things I'd ever seen. This footy club had 6 shower heads all in a row. Good numbers. Anything above 3, I think, is good.
Oh, so that's because you can get a real...
really get a crew together.
Really chat, you know. You can really...
Get all sides of the story. Get 6 guys in there.
There's more blokes to piss on.
Chewing through them. You can probably have longer showers because you got more in there and you can still get into the rooms at a decent time. Whereas if you've got 2 shower heads and everyone's showering for 45 minutes,
that's no
the last
good.
person, they're not getting out there till midnight.
No,
so
no good.
I saw it 6 shower heads in a row, and then I saw it. I haven't been this impressed for a long time. Each shower head had a plastic can holder stuck to it. So stuck to the wall. I've put photos on my Facebook.
I'll chuck them on the Instagram.
Yeah. So when it was time to wash yourself with the Lynx Africa soap or whatever,
yes,
yeah, you could put your beer in the little holder.
Great.
Wash away. fucking genius.
And it doesn't take much, does it? That's like the truth. It's sometimes the simplest things. They're just there, mate.
Like, how many people have thought in their? I'm talking tens of thousands of guys. Like, fuck, I've got so much mud on me at the moment. I really need to get both hands in there, but I'm holding my can. I'm not gonna. What do I do here? Just a beer holder. Such a fucking simple idea, but geniuses.
Genius.
At Longwarry Cricket Club.
A lot of people think country people.
To be honest, I think it was the footy club that put it there, and they were just taking credit for it. But still, amazing effort by the cricket club. Good on them. Thanks for having us. It's good to be back out there doing gigs again.
Great stuff, Tommy. So well done, Longwarry. Jump on the YouTube. 58 subscribers. That is growing, baby.
We're going.
Mate, we are going good. We're going great guns. And if you want to hit us up, reallygoodbanter@gmail.com. I will check it. I'll get back to you. Thanks very much. But I reckon we are good to go, Tommy. That is episode 52 in the can. That's more good banter.
Good banter.